Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, so we'll boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Cal Bears offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. They give it to him again. Running with power. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield, it's Pope. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The offense set for a 1st down play. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. With the catch, it's Humphries. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Gets it out quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He got it. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense.
The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Slips a tackle. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Golden Bears are in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Golden Bears have it with a first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Alabama.
Going to the ground.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side. Still running at the 40. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The back goes in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
14, Clemson, 3.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Lincoln.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Line getting set on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Algier. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating when you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to him again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pope. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The hand to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll pull it down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throwing right. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, he'll fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson! The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Still on his feet at the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Pope. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll go right back to him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Got room at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Looking left. Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for space. It's Allen. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's a live ball. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cal! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down.
They're up by just 2 over Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give as they work on that clock. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The aerial assault continues. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. This time he's got it. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We'll get it started here in overtime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll throw it on first down, looking to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Got his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 3rd down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
And the running back gets a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now in the 2nd overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. He'll set up to throw. Moving out of the pocket. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to scramble. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They'll throw it on 1st down. Extending the play. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.